Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Kenyans experienced power blackout during second part of the presidential debate. And people were not happy, though Kenya Power came out to issue a statement on the reason why Kenyans had a power blackout. And this is what Kenya Power said. The 26th July 2022. Loss of power supply due to system disturbance. At 8:12 p.m. this evening, we experienced a system disturbance at the Kisumu-Moroni high voltage transition power line that tripped several power circuits and affected power generation from Moroni gas turbine station and the Takwel hydropower station. The shortfall caused power outage in parts of Western, South Nyanza, North Rift, Central Rift, and Nairobi North. Our system engineers immediately commenced restoration work and normalized power to all area by 9:07 p.m. The company regrets any inconvenience caused. And for more information, contact Kenya Power Corporate Communication Department. That was the statement from Kenya Power after that outage. That means from 8 up to 9, there was no power, but the power was installed later. And many people were putting blame on the deep state, the president, the Azimio side, as the people who have caused this issue of power outrage, so that no one will be listening to William Samoei Ruto. But why am I bringing this topic here? Now, on this panel today, I want to use this opportunity to explain to you the reason why I'm convinced that power blackout in this country yesterday could have been as a result of internal sabotage within UDA party or those in Kenya Kwanza for political gain and what they wanted to achieve with that. That's what I want us to discuss here, because I'm convinced there are people within UDA who are supporting William Ruto, and even Ruto himself being involved in all of this issue in as much as they want to put it on President Uhuru Kenyatta. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, yesterday, immediately when we had power blackout, so many people who are supporting William Ruto and those who subscribe to the UDA politics went on to share their views, and they were condemning the president, the deep state, and the Raila side. Kipchumba Murkomen was one of the people who are condemning Senator Kipchumba Murkomen. And this is what Kipchumba said. Uhuru Kenyatta has switched off electricity in the entire Rift Valley. He is desperate. It won't change anything. We have decided it's William Samoei Ruto, the 5th president of Kenya. Saul did such things, but it didn't prevent David from ascending to the throne. Maliza went. That's Kipchumba. Again, he wrote a second post. Apparently, power was switched off, not just in Rift Valley, but in 70% of the country. For those who have been taking Uhuru seriously, you now know he can be very petty, and is getting worse as he realizes he won't be president again forever, especially that BBI died. So even Kipchumba is tying this issue of power outrage to BBI and President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, let me ask you one question. Are you aware that in this country, we have two communities that is controlling and that is in the top leadership of Kenya Power? For those who have not done their research, please go and do it. I know those who are in Kenya Kwanza will not agree with this, but those in Azimio, you can go and do your research and tell me if I'm wrong or right. The truth of the matter is that two communities in this country are the one in charge of Kenya Power. I'm talking about the Kalenjin and the Kikuyu. If I'm wrong, correct me. And to confirm to you that this was an internal sabotage, if you are talking about the areas where there was no electricity, I mean, they're talking about Rift Valley, parts of Western, Nyanza, then the question is, who are the people between these two communities in charge of these areas we are talking about? Rift Valley, Nyanza, Western, then those other parts. Definitely, this is the leadership of Kenya Power from Kalenjin community. So if there is power blackout, who caused them? In Western, Nyanza region, Rift Valley itself, where Kipchumba is complaining. It means these were William Ruto's tribesmen in charge of Kenya Power who caused this problem. That is the truth of the matter. And why were they doing this? Number one, William Ruto is well aware that the people of Rift Valley don't need to listen to him for them to go and vote for him. They have already decided it is William Samoei Ruto. Nothing can change their mind. Whether you have a debate or not, they will vote for him. So when they don't have electricity to listen to Ruto, nothing will change. Ruto is well aware that the people of Nyanza region have already made an informed decision that they are not going to change their mind. They are going to vote for railaodinga. Whether they are listening to William Ruto or not, they have made a decision. So the debate is not going to change their minds. Ruto is well informed that most of the Luhya people are going to vote for railaodinga because that is what they have always been doing. So his debate might not change too much. And therefore, having no electricity in the Western cannot change too much things. Because whether they listen to him or not, they have made an informed decision. Some of you dear people can be voted for in Western where other political parties have messed, because in Western they will look for leaders who can work for them. When it comes to member of parliament, senators who chini, they don't vote for political parties. They vote for leaders. But when it comes to presidential vote, they still believe in railaodinga as long as he's still on ballot. So that should be clear to you. So the real issue Ruto and his team were looking for by causing power blackout is generally to earn sympathy. You engineer this by your own people, and then you go further to earn sympathy from the electorate, so that it will be seen as William Ruto is a victim of the deep state. That President Uhuru Kenyatta is fighting William Ruto. To an extent, he switched off power to deny Kenyans electricity so that they don't listen to William Samoei Ruto. That is the real role William Ruto is playing here. That is the role he is playing here. And you can see, if you talk about those areas like Nairobi, where they're talking about Nairobi West or where, something like that. Okay. It is perceived that most of the people from Mount Kenya region are going to vote for William Ruto. Of course, it is the Mount Kenya region people and the Kalenjin who are in charge of Kenya power. So if they does that, then they are playing in the interest of William Samoei Ruto. Sympathy. And you can see, Kipchumba Murkomen was very quick to post this. He was not alone. All of the UDA people were sharing this information, playing a victim role. They shared all over the media that it will be seen as Uhuru is fighting William Ruto, Deep State is working against William Ruto. And they wanted to bring a picture like Railaodinga has missed who is the Deep State candidate or Uhuru's candidate. So because of that, they are punishing William Samoei Ruto. That is what William Ruto wanted to earn from this issue. I don't know if he has achieved this goal. And that's why you saw later there was allegation that KPLC engineer who happened to come from Rift Valley, there was allegation that he was the one who engineered the power outage. He's the one who gave an order those the power to be switched off so that Kenyans will have a problem. There was allegation. I'm not going to mention the name because it's not confirmed. But the issue is, this guy is coming from Elgeyo Marakwet. So you can see the game here. In this country, if there are communities that would want us not to have electricity, then it is William Ruto's people and the people from Mount Kenya. And especially when you are talking about Western, Nyanza, Rift Valley, you are talking about the people from Rift Valley, Kalenjins, who are in Kenya power, who are controlling it. They are the one who can decide to switch it off. So these are the people answerable to Kenyans, and not President Uhuru Kenyatta, not Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila does not control them. They are supporting William Samoei Ruto. They will vote him to a man. Before Kipchumba come out to tweet or post, he should be telling us what his village men were doing. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up this far. May good God bless you, but let us meet in the comment section so that we can have a continuation of this conversation. See you in our next